Good afternoon, everyone. It's approaching 4 p.m. It's nearing the time for us to sway and stretch. This is the last hosted movement snack of the day, although you may choose to snack on movement at any other time of the day that pleases you and that suits you. So if you're here on catch up, thank you for your catch up ring. These movement minutes are just as current and available whether you are on a live or on a catch up. Hello, Bex, just got loads and loads of thumbs up there floating up the screen. Thank you. I've been pretty rubbish at getting up in the morning, so I've pretty much not seen a live on the 8 a.m. since I did them on the run up to Christmas. But tomorrow it's back to work day. Bob's had about 3 weeks off. He's going to struggle tomorrow. Kids have got home learning day at home for school. Whilst everybody else goes off to nip in and then go home from school for COVID tests and everything. So I suppose I better do some proper work myself. Not this movement snacking malarkey. So it's back to business as usual, sort of, from tomorrow. Talking of business, we have been promoting a Zoom session which will be this Wednesday. Now, I do need to open the laptop and have a little look at how many people have replied to the offer of joining us on a Zoom time social on Wednesday. It'll be about 4:30, so I'll finish the 4 p.m. and then start to log on to the Zoom. So none of you have got a message from me yet, lastminute.com and all that. But I will be opening said laptop today, having a look, making my list, checking it twice, and you'll all be invited, and I'll send you out the Zoom link. So keep an eye out for that. Right, loads of you have just come in. So let's see who is here. Let's say hello to a few of you. Pat Haynes, happy birthday for the other day. We've had yours and Gloria's birthday over the last couple of weeks or so. Both striking up that 80th year. Congratulations. Hope you had a good day. Bex is in. Mrs. Perry's arrived. Gillian with a G. Dickinson Duo are in. Ken Green's just joined us. Margaret Wood's in. And Carol Kent. What are you up to? Let's have a look at your message. It's turned from a spring-like morning to a chilly, rainy afternoon. It's been rather mild, hasn't it, over the last few days? Hopefully we'll start to warm up a little bit and miss the snow and the ice and the freezing fog and stuff like that normally crops up in January, February time. Right, Margaret, what are you saying? Nice to be back. Oh, you've been driving home, I'm guessing, from Bournemouth. Good 4 hours that, yep. Legs will need a stretch after being chair-shaped for a while. What are you doing, Bex? You're dry griddling aubergine. Oh, that sounds a bit exotic. Looking good. How long have we got? Oh, the cats are having a scrap in the background. Might hear a bit of hissing and growling in a couple of minutes. It's not the children, it's the other children. Now, the decorations have come down. The room is looking a little bit boring and a bit bare behind me. And talking of bears, there's always one thing, isn't there, that doesn't get taken down from your Christmas de-decking ceremony. And it's him this year. He has managed to sneak on the shelf and hide away, and I've missed him. Everything's up the loft now, but not him. Last year, we had a bit of mistletoe that stayed attached to the light literally since last year. We took it down yesterday. I thought we can't really manage another year with that there. So he's here to stay. We're here to do a movement mission. This is the 321. Good afternoon and welcome. It's 4 p.m. Thank you, George. It's time for our sway and stretch routine. Brand new sway as it's a Monday. And today is Monday, the 3rd of January, 2022. and you're with me, Kelsey Leverton from Later Life Training. Shall we begin with that good old Cirque Boost malarkey that we always start with? Seated or standing, it's up to you. So wherever you are, seated, standing, sit up or stand up as tall as you can through your posture. If you're in standing, you may need some option for external support, so something that's not going to move if you need to put your weight onto it or if you need to hold on to it. In seated, just a decent sturdy chair is good to go. Wherever you are, up tall and pedalling through the legs. Try and get a good crease across your toes as you do this. Try and bend your shoes at the toe bone area. Lift and peel the heel. Keep moving there and find your steady pace with it. Now, if you are a bit far back in your chair, you might want to just take a bit of a hip walk forwards. You may be here already and not hip walking, foot pedalling away. Every now and again, just give your posture a bit of a reminder. Just make some small adjustments and tweaks to it. Shoulders back and down. Neck feels lengthened and ears away from shoulders. Getting the last extra inch out of your height and feeling a bit of space in the middle bit here. Leg marches, you can start picking the knees up a bit higher. And you can start to add an arm in if you like. Both arms can come in straight the way together if that feels okay for you and you're not needing your external support. But if you feel like you do need your external support, of course, just switch sides whenever you're ready. Give the other side a fair share into the arm swings. Now we're moving from the shoulder here. And the emphasis comes with the elbow driving back. Check out whether you're in opposite arm to leg opposition. And if you're not, or if me saying about coordinations just made it all go out the window, then maybe just keep the legs going, bring out the arms, but then add them back in and build it through that way. Keep going, your nice steady pace should be continuous for the next 2 or 3 minutes, although we're probably about there. And this should just bring a sense of warmth to your muscles and into your joints. The fluid within the joints that helps lubricate the joints should be warming up as well, and that will help us with our joint movements. Take a steady pace down there, bring everything to a close, and then if you're in seated, you might want to take a bit of a slump, but do take a few real deep, long breaths here. So a real deep breath in through the nose, feel the chest rise, feel the ribs expand, and then breathe everything out again. So feel yourself increase in size and then deflate a little bit smaller. Just do a couple more longer, deeper breaths there, filling your lungs right to the bottom ends. Our sway routine then. So to start with, you might want to just work the one side at a time rather than both arms together if you're in standing. If you do want to work both arms together, here's another option for you. Just to keep yourself steady, you can rest your hips against something, or you can be in seated, which will just remove the balance challenge a little. Let's just start with one arm. We want the wrist like so and pressing the arm back. So just press the arm back and then float it forwards. Press the arm back and float it forwards. I'll show you from a couple of different angles there. You'll feel the chest opening a little bit. You'll feel a little bit of a stretch as well through the front of your arm. And this is exactly the same in seated. Change sides. So pressing the arm back and then let it float through. So this is kind of getting us into a preparation for our chest stretch as well, which will be coming up, but not quite yet. If you want to bring both arms in together, press and float. Okay, let's just do one more and hold the arms back there. If you're in standing, you're moving both arms together. Take the feet a little bit wider. If you're working one arm, keep the other hand on the support. Here's your options though. We're going to go through to the middle, out to the side, and then draw it round in a circle around your head, and then press back to that starting position with the elbow extended and your palm flat behind you. Let's go again. So this is in, round your head, across your body, and press back. Try that a couple more times. In, press back. So we're going into the body, about level with your chest there, and then out and around your head, and then press away. Change sides, have a go with the other side. So start in that pressed back, elbow straight, just shoulder tucked back a little bit position. Come through to the middle of the chest, take a visit around your head and back across your body to where you started. Try that again, inwards, outwards and round. Inwards, round your head, and press back, elbows straightening out. One more on that side. And then press back once again. Okay, let's bring both arms in together this time. So you're going to start with a little press back. Let's just do 2 or 3 preparations there. 2. Here's the 3rd preparation, and then in we go. Up, palms are facing. Both arms go around the head, they cross over, the arms do, and then press back to your start position. Have a go again. Inwards and narrow into the body. You're making kind of an hourglass shape there. Let's do a couple more, and then this will be where we leave our sway routine for today. So forwards, upwards, round your head, cross the arms. I'm going to do one more in seated here. You might feel your wrists are working a little bit there through the forearms as well. And there we go. Let's take a few of those press backs once again. And this last press back here is going to lead us into a chest stretch. So you might want to hold the back of your chair. You might want to bring your hands towards the side of your hips. Either way, not too high. Want them quite low down to keep the shoulders down. Now squeeze the shoulder blades back. Try and keep the neck lifted and lengthened. Feet are out wide here, just for extra balance and stability. As you just stand, freeze, hold that stretch still. So if at any point you feel like the stretch tension is switching itself off a little bit, you might want to try and progress that a little bit. So press your arms or press your elbows, tuck the elbows back, lift up tall, and ease on out of it. A great stretch to help increase our ability in moving the arms towards the back of us, behind us. You might be needing to do stuff behind you, tuck yourself in, adjust your clothing, weave a belt through, and get round to your back there. Okay, we're going to move into our upward side stretch next. I'm going to come in a bit closer. Feel free to remain in standing or come down into seated for this. We're going to feel it through the back of the arms, so take one hand towards the shoulder. If it doesn't quite get there, don't worry. Try and lift through the elbow. If you can feel your shoulder there, walk your hands a bit further over your shoulder blade, wiggly fingers. Now your head quite close to your arm. And kind of try not to be sticking your neck or turning your head to the side. Try and keep your head dead centre and just lift through your trunk, up through the top of your elbow. And this will help us with anything reaching over to get to the back of our neck, back of our head, over the shoulder blades a bit, and help with some reaching actions as well. So take the arm, if you would like to, either into a bit more of a lifted position to lengthen the side of your trunk here, or straighten the arm, hold on to the side of your seat or your external support and give an extra reach. Get those fingertips up towards the ceiling that little bit more. Relax and recover, sort yourself out. Let's have a go on the other side, lifting. So as you're lifting your elbow, you're lifting through the trunk a little bit as well. Just a bit of wiggly finger action to walk the hand a bit further round to the back of your neck, shoulder area, back of your head. You might want to just try and lift and lengthen, get the elbow just a little bit higher and a bit of length into your trunk down the side of your rib cage. Here's a little tilt if you want it, or an arm, straight arm reaching upwards. You're in a bit of a side bend here. Well, here is the bend, here's the length, and then relax and recover. Okay, right, we've got our leg stretches to do. So in standing, if you're in standing, you want a calf stretch, here's what it looks like. So you need to come in a bit closer to your support so it's not ending up being a good old reach away from you. So we've got our posture up tall, a leg striding back, a decent stride. Just have a look at your back heel there and turn the toes forwards. Make sure your heel's down, and that's what will give you that extra bit of length in the lower part of your calf, so around the heel and your Achilles area and into the big bulky belly bit of the muscle. Tall posture, breathing through. It's a bit different in seated. You'll have one leg out straight, so just make sure that you are a bit further forwards in your chair so that you can really straighten that leg out, and then the toes are up. So there's two things you might feel in this seated stretch, and that's a bit of muscular work around your shin area, but the stretch in the calf area. That's what we're looking for. The stretch in the calf area, that mild discomfort on lengthening. And if we've got tight calves, that might interfere with how our ankle moves. But if we stretch and lengthen the calf, as well as the back of the thigh as well, we can help be a bit more successful in getting down to our feet. Change sides, toes are up, or in standing, we've got to stride back with the heel down. All 10 of your toes pointing forwards here. So lifting up through the rib cage, lengthening down at the heel. Just hold it there, feel that stretch. Notice if one side feels a bit more flexible or looser or tighter than the other side. And you might want to revisit these calf stretches at some point during your day. Depends what you've been up to. If you've been sat down, not very active, I'd probably not stretch just yet. Be active, get your body warmer, then you can get a better sensation and a better outcome from your stretches. Right, I've come in seated. If all of you want to take a bit of a reverse up to your chair if you're stood up, and then come and join me in seated. Adjust your position so that your bum's not too far back in the chair. This is so that we can get our leg out as long and as straight as we possibly can. And here's the back of thigh stretch. Up with your posture. We're going to support ourselves with both hands onto the bent leg and lean forwards without letting this straight leg knee pop up. Have that ankle relaxed on the end of your leg as well. We don't want to feel this in calf, and if the toes are pointed upwards, then we will feel it in calf more than back of thigh. We've just done calf. So lean forwards, long, straight spine, best you can there. Just feeling the pull in the back of the knee and up towards your hip. Helping with our stride length, helping with any bending down to lower levels, getting towards our feet, picking up items from the floor or out of low cupboards, and helping our walking action as well. press a bit further, press, 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 and recover. Let's have a look on the other side then. So keep yourself in the middle, loose ankle, loose knee, lifting tall. We've got our hands hold onto our supporting knee to give our top half a little bit of support there as well. There might be a temptation to be up here with your shoulders, so just check on them and press them down and see if you can find that bite, that stretch tension, hold in there. The longer the better, and the more time we give it to relax into it, the little bit more we'll perhaps be able to get out of our stretch, progressing it. Little extra press there, recover, relax, and that'll do us. That's us done for today's sway and stretch routine. Right, thank you all for joining me as usual. Have a look at the welcome message. Our sway routine is the Sands of Time, the hourglass. So we'll be doing some sway routine-y bits and pieces around that little theme today. And for the rest of the week saying that. Right, everyone, all done here. Nothing more to see. I will see you tomorrow though. And you'll have the 8 a.m. and the 12 noon, followed by me at 4 p.m. as usual. Look out for that email, people, those of you who are interested in the Zoom, and I will be on it now. See you later.